Now, let me tell you this, right? All of this bullshit that's being said about, oh, people in New York are rude, people in New York are standoffish, people in Louisiana, every city in Louisiana got a bunch of loving people that will support your grind and whatever talent that you got. That's a whole bunch of bullshit. Oh, and another thing that's another bunch of bullshit, saying that all females in New York are rude, and saying all females in all cities in Louisiana are like, they give you that Southern hospitality love. That is some bullshit about the females in Louisiana. Because how I know from real life experience. Man, every time I have interacted with females in Louisiana, whether it's like Monroe or some bullshit city like that, like they always give me this standoffish, rude ass look and rude ass remarks when I say something to them. Like, especially in grocery stores, like females in Louisiana, like especially, bro, in their 20s and 30s, they're rude as shit. They're rude as shit. You would think they were the New York females, and you would think the females in New York are the females in Louisiana. Because here's how I know females in New York are not rude. Because a guy can move to New York. A guy can move to any city in New York today. A guy can move to a small town in New York today, or any major city in New York today, or a suburban city in New York today. And he will be dating and mating with some females in New York within the first 2 days. Facts. Try to argue with me on that. But let it be a guy living in Monroe, Louisiana for over fucking 30 years. And he a spiritual being of the Most High. He's gonna be fucking single and a virgin because of these rude ass females in weak ass Louisiana, whereas Monroe, Faraday, New Orleans, I don't give a fuck what weak ass city with bitch ass Monroe, bitch ass fucking Sterling, bitch ass Richwood. Man, the females in Louisiana weak as shit. Because they're rude. They're rude, they're arrogant, they're soulless, vibrational as fuck. The females in New York, they got a soul, unlike the females in Louisiana who don't got a soul. Why the fuck do you think why do you think guys will go out to New York and go date and mate with females, but don't even think about that shit with Louisiana? There would be guys who are living in Vermont or Pennsylvania who will go. They will go and be on a road trip or a flight to New York to go date and mate with females, but never to Louisiana, because Louisiana got a bunch of trashy ass, rude ass females. And now, when we get to the thing about these so-called people in Louisiana being so supportive, like, bitch, how? I can guarantee you this right now. If Jay-Z, French Montana, Joel Santana, Cameron Giles, that's his name, Jim Jones, yeah, Jadakiss, Fabulous, aka John David Jackson, Noriega, yeah, Raekwon, Rakim, any major MC, any major musician who has got so much love in New York, they would never get this love if they were musicians in Louisiana. We wouldn't even know who Jay-Z was. We wouldn't even know who Jadakiss was. We would not even know who Raekwon, Ghostface Killer, RZA, Jizza, Method Man, and we wouldn't know any of these dudes in New York if they had grew up in Louisiana. Major facts. You wouldn't even see French Montana and Max B on a fucking ESPN First Take with Stephen A. Smith when it was like on an ESPN First Take during the fucking New York Knicks versus San Antonio Spurs NBA Finals. You saw French Montana and Max B doing a Big Bronx remix to Ever Since You Left Me. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You see what the fuck I'm saying? You see what the fuck I'm saying? Like, if French Montana and Max B grew up in Louisiana, there would not be no Big Bronx New York Knicks remix to the song Ever Since You Left Me by French Montana, Max B, and Remy Ma. New York shows so much love. New York shows Jadakiss love everywhere he go. New York shows Jay-Z love everywhere he go. New York shows Method Man, Raekwon, Rakim, Q-Tip. Yeah. Sticky Fingaz from the Oynx. New York shows Sticky Fingaz a lot of love. So like if all those musicians that I named if they grew up in Louisiana, they would never been known. Because Louisiana's a bunch of fucking hating ass males, hating ass females. So like fuck Louisiana, man. If you're trying to grow as a musician, you're not gonna do that. If you're trying to grow as a musician, an athlete or whatever, Louisiana is the worst place to do it. It's a bunch of hating ass males, hating ass females, a bunch of standoff, rude ass people there in Louisiana, bro. There's no Southern hospitality in Louisiana. Southern hospitality, maniash, in Nigerian language, translation, my ass. Southern hospitality, my ass, aka my niash. Like, come on, bro. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? Like, I can guarantee you right now. I could move to New York today. I would get so much support on my social media and everything. Because in Louisiana, I got no fucking weak ass, bro. I got no fucking kinfolk in Louisiana that's friends with me on social media. Because man, a bunch of niggas, a bunch of females is fucking weak as shit in Louisiana, man. They rude as shit, standoffish. Like, why the fuck what, man? The South is a bunch of boring ass, dull ass, standoffish ass, rude ass females and males there, bro. And forget about dating in Louisiana. If you one of them vibrant personality guys, if you're a vibrant personality guy, forget about dating females in Louisiana. Because you know why? They're rude as shit. Whatever they said about females in New York being rude, that's actually the females in Monroe, Louisiana, and all cities in Louisiana as a whole. I never dated no female in Louisiana, and I never fucking will, because they're rude as shit. All of them are rude as shit. It doesn't matter what their ethnicity is. They could look Middle Eastern, they could look Asian, they could look African Caribbean, they could look European. It don't matter. Females in Louisiana are all rude. I don't give a fuck if she's 25, 26, 27, 28, 24, 30, 31. I don't give a fuck. Like, I got a way better chance of dating females in New York, because females in New York, even shown on social media, they got a vibrant vibe to them. The females in Louisiana, they don't got no vibe to them. They're fucking boring and dull as shit and disrespectful and mad rude. Come on.